For tonight's sleep story, we journey to the serene coastlines of Ireland. I'm Mia, your narrator, and I'll escort you through the emerald meadows, gentle waves, and tranquil towns of this Celtic land. This story, inspired by Ireland's ancient myths, is titled Emerald Whispers. Before your eyes lay the vast expanse, you'll hear it, the gentle murmur of waves caressing the shores, whispering secrets of ancient tales. This sound, so subtle and yet profound, takes hold of you, beckoning you closer to the mysteries it hides. As you tread softly on the damp grass, the weight of the day begins to lift. Each step feels lighter, each breath deeper, each moment stretching into eternity. The cool breeze carries with it the scent of salt and seaweed, wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. This is the wild Atlantic Way, stretching from the northernmost tip to the southern shores of Ireland. These waters have witnessed centuries of stories, from Viking invasions to the melodies of wandering minstrels. The cliffs of Moher rise majestically to your left, standing as silent sentinels guarding the land. Their rocky faces have seen countless sunrises, each one painting the sky with hues of pink, orange, and gold. As you continue your journey, you come across an old fishing village, Dingle. Here, in this sheltered harbor, boats sway gently, their masts clicking in a rhythmic dance. The fishermen, with their weathered faces and warm smiles, tell tales of mermaids and sea monsters, of treasures lost and love found. Stopping at a local inn, the aroma of freshly baked soda bread wafts through the air. As you take a bite, the warm, buttery flavor melts in your mouth, a taste so simple yet deeply satisfying. Venturing further inland, you discover the Ring of Kerry, a mystical loop of ancient stone circles, fairy forts, and cascading waterfalls. The landscape here seems to be from another world, where time stands still and magic is very much alive. Amidst these rolling hills, you find a secluded glade. In its center stands a solitary oak tree, its branches adorned with ribbons and trinkets. This is a fairy tree where locals and travelers alike leave offerings in hopes of good fortune. Night begins to fall, and the sky is set ablaze with stars. The Milky Way stretches above, a river of light in the vast darkness. The soft hum of a fiddle reaches your ears, growing louder with each step. In a nearby cottage, Celtic is in full swing. Dancers twirl and leap, their feet tapping in joyous rhythm. As the night deepens, the music fades, replaced by the gentle sounds of nature, the waves, the wind, the distant call of an owl. You find a cozy nook, nestled among the ferns, and lay down. The earth feels soft beneath you, the heavens vast above. Your eyelids grow heavy, and as you teeter on the edge of slumber, a faint glow emanates from the forest's depths. Curiosity tugging at your heartstrings, you sit up trying to locate the source. The glow appears rhythmic, like the soft beat of a heart, growing brighter and then dimmer in a consistent pattern. Drawn to this mysterious light, you rise and follow its beckoning call. As you weave through the trees, the underbrush beneath your feet feels alive, guiding your path with gentle nudges. The night air grows cooler, carrying with it a mist that blankets the ground, its tendrils snaking around trees and plants, adding to the ethereal atmosphere. After what feels like both an eternity and a mere moment, you arrive at a clearing. In its center stands a stone circle, ancient and worn, with the moss and ivy having claimed much of its surface. At the heart of this circle, a shimmering pool of water reflects the night sky, its surface undisturbed and as clear as crystal. The rhythmic glow emanates from the pool, casting dancing lights upon the surrounding stones. Drawn to its beauty, you approach the water's edge. Gazing into its depths, you see not just your reflection but flashes of memories, some your own, others belonging to strangers or perhaps ancestors from ages past. The pool seems to have a life of its own, whispering tales of old, of love and loss, battles fought, and peace treaties signed. As you listen, a soft voice, melodic and kind, speaks directly into your mind. Seeker of stories, lover of lore, the spirits of this land have noticed your presence. You look around, trying to identify the source of the voice, but the clearing remains still, save for the pulsating glow of the pool. Fear not, the voice continues, for you are in the presence of the spirits of Ireland, guardians of its tales and keepers of its secrets. Questions swirl in your mind, but before you can voice them, the pool begins to ripple. From its center, a figure emerges, her form made of water and light. She appears ageless, her eyes deep pools of wisdom. I am Aisling, she says, a spirit of this land, and I have sensed your longing for stories and connection. She beckons you closer, and as you step into the stone circle, the very air around you seems to hum with energy. Aisling speaks of times long past, of the Druids who once walked these lands, of the great feasts held in honor of the gods, and of the simple joys and sorrows of the people who called this place home. Time loses meaning as you listen, the stories weaving a tapestry of history, culture, and myth. The night deepens and the stars overhead shift, but Aisling's tales are endless, and your journey into the heart of Ireland's legends has only just begun. As dawn's first light began to paint the horizon, Aisling's form shimmered even more brilliantly, casting a soft luminescence upon the surrounding stones. The tales she shared were more than mere stories. They were the essence of Ireland, an interwoven tapestry of passion, tragedy, joy, and mysticism. She told of Fianna warriors, bold and fearless, who upheld the honor of their clans and roamed the wilds of Ireland, defending it from threats both seen and unseen. Their leader, Fionn MacCumhaill, a legendary figure whose wisdom and might were unparalleled, once tasted the salmon of knowledge and was granted profound insights into the mysteries of the world. She spoke of the mischievous leprechauns, guardians of hidden treasures, and the elusive fair folk who danced under the moonlight, their laughter echoing like bells in the wind. Aisling recounted tales of banshees, their mournful cries heralding the passing of great souls, and of the mighty Cú Lan, whose feats of strength and valor were sung by bards throughout the land. As she wove her stories, the very landscape around you seemed to shift and change. The stone circle transformed into the backdrop for these tales, allowing you to witness the events firsthand. You saw the great megalithic tombs of Newgrange and Noath, older than the pyramids, come alive during the winter solstice, their inner chambers illuminated by the sun's first rays. Suddenly, the scene changed, and you found yourself in the midst of the legendary Tuatha De Danann, the supernatural race of deities and heroes. Their battles with the Fomorians, a race of malevolent giants, were fierce and epic, reshaping the very geography of Ireland. Aisling's voice grew soft as she spoke of love stories that transcended time. The tragic romance of Dire Mowat and Grain, a tale of love, betrayal, and fate, played out before your eyes. Their love was forbidden, yet so powerful that it defied the very gods. As the morning sun climbed higher, casting its golden hues upon the land, Aisling's form began to waver. "Our time grows short," she whispered, her voice tinged with sadness. "But remember, Seeker, the stories of this land are eternal. They reside not just in tales, but in the very soil, the rocks, the rivers, and the winds. They live in the heartbeat of every creature, in the laughter and tears of its people." With a final, radiant smile, Aisling dissolved into the pool, leaving behind only ripples that soon stilled, reflecting the now bright sky. The stone circle, once alive with tales and magic, stood silent and ancient once more. Yet, as you made your way back through the forest, every leaf, every stone, and every breeze seemed to whisper the stories you had heard, reminding you that in Ireland, the past is never truly gone. It lingers, waiting for the next seeker to listen and remember. As the day progressed, your steps became more purposeful, guided by an inexplicable pull. The tales of Aisling had ignited a fire within you, a thirst to further explore the depths of Ireland's legacy. Every rustle of leaves, every chirp of birds seemed to beckon you forward, urging you to dive deeper into the heart of the land. You soon found yourself standing at the edge of a vast bogland, its expansive moors stretching out endlessly. The bogs of Ireland have long been revered, not just as natural wonders but also as keepers of history. Hidden within their depths are ancient relics, perfectly preserved bodies, and records of climates long past. They are a bridge to an era long gone yet ever present. As you tread cautiously on the spongy earth, you noticed markings on a nearby stone, worn but discernible. They were Ogham inscriptions, the earliest form of writing in Ireland. These notches and lines, carved with purpose and intent, spoke of names and territories, of blessings and curses. Your fingers traced the grooves, and as they did, the bog around you began to shift. The mists grew denser and the air became thick with anticipation. From the fog emerged shadowy figures, specters of the past. They were the Druids, the wise men and women of ancient Ireland, guardians of knowledge and tradition. They moved gracefully, their forms barely more than wraiths, and began to form a circle around a central stone. Chanting in a language long forgotten, they invoked the spirits of the land, the sea, and the sky. The ground vibrated with energy, and the very air seemed to pulse with power. One of the Druids, a woman with flowing silver hair and piercing blue eyes, approached you. Her gaze was intense yet kind, as if she had been expecting you. "Seeker," she intoned, her voice echoing through the mists, "you have delved deep into the stories of our land, but to truly understand, you must experience its essence." With a sweeping gesture, she motioned you to join them at the center stone. Hesitantly, you stepped forward, and as you did, the Druids' chanting grew louder, more insistent. The stone beneath your feet began to glow, its light seeping into the ground, illuminating the very roots of the earth. Suddenly, you were no longer an observer but a participant in the tapestry of Ireland's history. You felt the joy and sorrow of its people, the victories and defeats, the hopes and dreams that had shaped the land. From the construction of the great stone circles to the sorrowful days of the famine, from the fierce determination of its warriors to the poetic musings of its bards, you lived through it all. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and yet in the realm of the Druids, time had no meaning. When the ritual finally concluded and the mists began to recede, you found yourself back at the edge of the bog, the Ogham stone now silent and still. However, you were changed. The stories of Ireland were no longer just tales to be heard. They were memories deeply etched into your very being. With a newfound purpose, you set forth, not as a mere traveler, but as a guardian of Ireland's legacy, determined to keep its stories alive for generations to come. With each step away from the bogland, a profound sense of peace enveloped you. The land, rich with history and legend, had imparted its timeless wisdom upon you. The weight of the stories, the emotions, the very essence of Ireland felt like a gentle blanket wrapped around your shoulders. The horizon painted a picture of soft pastel hues, the sun bidding its final adieu, casting long shadows that danced with the early evening breeze. The calls of distant birds grew fainter, their songs turning into lullabies for the creatures of the night. You found a quiet spot under a grand ancient oak tree. Its branches, gnarled with age, seemed to reach out, offering shelter and comfort. Beneath it, a bed of soft moss beckoned, inviting you to rest. As you lay down, the gentle rustling of the leaves above became a soothing serenade. The memories and tales of the day began to blur, turning into dreamlike visions. The faces of Aisling, the Druids, and the countless souls of Ireland's past smiled down upon you, their whispers becoming one with the wind, expressing gratitude and blessing you with restful dreams. The rhythmic heartbeat of the land, synchronized with your own, lured you into a deep, rejuvenating sleep. There, at the crossroads of reality and dreams, the enchanting stories of Ireland continued to play out, guiding you through realms of wonder, mystery, and peace. The world faded, and all that remained was the soft embrace of the night, holding you close, ensuring that your dreams were filled with the magic and beauty of a land that had welcomed you as one of its own. As the gentle lullaby of Ireland cradled your spirit, you drifted deeper into slumber, finding solace in the embrace of dreams until the dawn of a new day.